Hey everyone, welcome to Bourbon Bums presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, Bolingbrook, Illinois. I am HBIC, the head bum in charge, Master Taster Baloney, and we got something that we just got turned on to.
We just got turned on.
That's true. Always. But we saw this, it was Bourbon Junkies?
Bourbon Junkies did two different videos on this.
Saying that this Penelope Estate Collection is in their Whiskey of the Year running now.
Yeah,
so.
we bought into the hype, the thumbnails, the clickbait. I watched a little bit of their videos and I was like, all right, let's give it a shot.
Yeah. So full disclosure, I'm not a big Penelope guy. I've tried them in the past, just some of their other, like the regular line, the Architect series, the Rio, which obviously, if you're not an Ambarana fan,
yeah, the Rio wasn't for me either.
Yeah,
but I do like some. I pick and choose the Penelope.
So I haven't been buying a lot of Penelope in the past couple of years. It's not my jam. I know it's MGP, which is weird because I love MGP, but for some reason, it hasn't been my thing. But when you have one of the biggest bourbon groups around talking about it being Whiskey of the Year, it piqued my interest.
Yeah, that's what I'm
saying. We came across this bottle. We're like, all right, we're going to buy it. We're going to review it. We're going to see if it lives up to Whiskey of the Year hype. So this is the Estate Collection. This one's coming in at 101.2 proof, aged 9 years. You said this was one of...
So the Estate Collection is going to be going forward what Penelope is trying to do with, if you know Buffalo Trace and the BTAC collection, this is their premium offerings for Penelope. It's one of 3 different offerings, but this is the 4 grain that we have.
Okay, so we got the 4 grain. So here's the mash bill. 74% corn, 20% rye, 1% wheat. Okay, let's just throw it in. Throw in 1% wheat.
Maybe that 1% softens things up. We don't know. We'll figure it out.
And then 5% malted barley. Okay, I just love how we'll just sprinkle a little wheat in there to get the 4 grain. Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's interesting, and the other thing is like at 101 proof. It should be. We say smooth is subjective, but it might be an easy sipper.
Yeah. Also, the price point on this is very nice if it's like their premium offering because it's coming in at $90,
$80 MSRP.
Yeah, so you throw some tax.
Yeah, Illinois tax.
Yeah, throwing some tax in there, you're coming around $80, $90. But if this is supposed to be their BTAC offering and they're still on $100, I can get behind that all day.
Absolutely, that's the one thing that I really liked about it, and I talked about it a little with the Wild Turkey, the Jimmy Russell's 70th anniversary. That a lot of the new offerings, especially limited or premium, they're $100, $200, $300.
Well,
and so the Wild Turkey being 50 MSRP, this being 80,
and then you get the single Rick House, which comes in at 350. Yeah. So make it make sense, people. I need the distilleries to make it make sense because there's a lot of good stuff out there for under $100, and I feel like you're just trying to gouge the people at this point. So
yeah. All right, so let's see if it lives up to the Bourbon Junkies hype. I mean, we're all big fans. We got 2 of the other Bourbon Bums. Shout out Dougie and Joey P. They are Patreons of the Bourbon Junkies, so we do a lot of their, their
yeah. When we have our whiskey nights, our tasting nights, bum meetings, they'll bring over a couple of Bourbon Junkies picks, and we'll be like, "Ooh, this is really good."
Shout out Dan and Sean.
Yeah. All right, so noses.
So I popped it. Nice. You haven't had it.
Yep.
I popped it and just had a nip, just so I didn't go in on this thing blind. Yeah, it's a really good nose. It's classic MGP nose. Yep. I think if we talk MGP, a lot of people turn their heads on, sourced whiskey or this and that. But, I mean, they're the name in the game.
Yep.
I like a lot. We talk about the Remus Repeal Reserves, especially the early ones. Yep. I like that. And so Penelope is not too recently, but got bought by Ross and Squibb, MGP, and they're using Penelope as like one of their flagship products now. So that's
smart business decision for MGP.
I like it too. And just the one thing I'll give Penelope, the look of these bottles look great. Like if you put it up and like just put it behind your bar, it's like a classy look. Now that being said, you don't judge a book by its cover, but I do like most of the things Penelope's doing.
And that's him, but me, I'm never a big Penelope guy, but this is the Estate Collection. This is supposed to be their premium offering, but then right off the bat, nose is pretty good.
I get toffee. There's like a toffee aspect to this. Still like a not like a chocolate covered cherry, but like a bright cherry.
Yeah,
like a red cherry.
Yeah, it's a very nice nose.
Vanilla, caramel, a lot of vanilla and caramel.
Yep, I get that. I get a lot of caramel on this.
But there's like this toffee note. I don't even know, like a Heath bar or something like that.
Butterscotch.
Nah, there's like buttery. Yeah, like there's a little butter.
Toffee butter. Yeah, what is toffee anyways?
All I know is
anybody in the comments know what exactly toffee is?
The only thing I know toffee is from the chocolates I eat, and I eat a good amount of chocolates. Nobody in the comments say anything, you sons of.
I mean, we might know what it smells like, but do we know what actually it is? I don't know.
All right, you know what? Ignore the toffee. Let's get to an ad.
Yeah. Right back from our sponsor.
Greene Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook is the best liquor store in the southwest suburbs. Come see their newly expanded and remodeled location for all your liquor needs. They have a great craft beer selection, an ever-expanding portfolio of tequilas and bourbon, and a new wine rack showcasing the best wines around. And while you're there, stop by their newly added tasting bar to try all the Bourbon Bums store picks before you buy. That's Greene Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive at the corner of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. And tell them the bump sent you.
All right, thank you, Greene Valley. All right, let's dive in. All right, I'm gonna go in with an open mind on this one because, like I said, not a big Penelope guy. Okay, it's not like traditional Penelopes I've drank before.
Yeah, the first thing I noticed, even though it's only like 9 years old, there's like a dusty aspect to it. I don't know if it's like not necessarily the age, but maybe the foregrain. Like
I still get a lot of corn on, and it's part of the reasons
it's
why.
Sweet. It's
part of the reasons why I'm not a big Penelope guy, because it's like I get a lot of corn on their products, but like this one, it comes in a little bit, and then it dissipates. It doesn't linger. So
there's a lot going on.
Yeah, it's a very complex.
For it being
bourbon.
101 proof, I think that's what I like about it, is that it doesn't fall flat anywhere. You know, at the beginning, I do get a little corn now that you mention it, but it's not like overwhelming. Mm-hmm. It's just more the sweetness. The sweetness aspect of the corn.
It comes on the finish, and then it's like, boom.
And then the vanilla, caramel. And then there is like some sort of like, not herb or spice, but some like grassy, maybe like cereal note to it at the end. And I don't want to say the end is drying, because it's not like,
no, it's not very tannic.
But it is like,
not very tannic,
but it is, there is just a little faint, like a little bit of wood.
Yeah. I'm pleasantly surprised. Like, I don't think, like I said, again, not a big Penelope guy, but this is changing my mind. Like, maybe if MGP is gonna like make them their flagship, maybe I'll be more inclined to try some of their like more current offerings. What's the other one that people rave about? Not the Ambrana, like the tea, the to.
So I had the summertime toast.
Like Tokai, Towika, TOK, something. Now I gotta look it up. Hold on here.
So I like the Valencia. That's the one that really, the first Penelope that was like, whoa, that's another level. What are we looking at? Oh, Tokaji?
Tokaji, yeah. I heard people going crazy for the Tokaji finish. Never had that one either.
And I'm not that big of a finish guy. We talk about it all the time. But I do like the Valencia.
Yeah, I never had that one, but I'm open to trying that now because...
The summertime toast I like. Some of the barrel strength, just the regular Penelope barrel strength, I think is a good pour, just like an everyday drinker.
But this is...
I like this. I think I'm going to be interested in this if they start upping the age in it. Mm-hmm. So like this is 9 year, maybe next year it's 10 year.
10 or 11 year.
If we get to like a 12 year this and just bump up the proof, another like smidge, 5 proofs.
Like a 107, 108.
Even if it's like 104, 105. Because it does, we say smooth is subjective, but this is an easy. It doesn't drink like 101.
And peek behind the curtain too. We just popped this right now, so this is not opened up.
Yeah, no, it's
opened
not
up at all. So
oxygenated.
we're getting the neck pours on this, but it's not bad. It's bringing me back a little bit to Penelope. So I'm gonna be intrigued to try some of their other offerings on this. Is this though up there for a whiskey of the year? That's the question, because I don't think this is up there with some of the other stuff that we reviewed throughout the year, that it's going to make my top 10, top 15. I don't mind it, but I don't think it's there yet, in my opinion.
I don't think it's whiskey of the year. I don't think it'll come in our top 10. I mean, we're making our list now. But I would be interested in, like, next year's release and the year after that. The one thing I do like, though, it's almost like whiskey of the year is, tough to judge. It's a Royal Rumble, if you will.
Right.
But is this like one of the best $80 and under bottles of the year?
There you go.
That's
now if you're like talking whiskey of the years, like you're talking a bucket, or if you're anything under 100.
Yeah, like if we're doing a boxing, like a weight limit, if you will. If we're doing a cost limit, then I think this might be up there.
Yeah, this could definitely.
So for $80, I like it.
Yeah, the price point is great. Like you said, easy sipper. It's not like your normal Penelope that you get. Like if you're like me, when you drink Penelope and you get a lot of the corn heavy forwardness on it, you're not going to get that on this. It's very subtle, and it doesn't linger around for a while. So for me, this is a solid. I'm gonna give it like a solid B. Like for me.
Same. Yeah, I don't think it's hitting B+ range, but it's a solid B. Yeah. It's a passing grade for $80, limited bottle. I like it. Right at the end, I just had the last sip. Are you familiar with, like, because I said it was like a cereal, there's something like a cereal aspect. Like, are you familiar with puppy chow? It's like the chocolate and Chex Mix covered together.
Can't say that I have.
It's there's the little puppy chow aspect to it. I got it right in my last sip.
Well, if you're a fan of puppy chow, let us know if you agree with Peter on this one, because I don't do puppy chow. I know of it. I just never had it before. So, all right. Interested to see if you guys have tried this, because you said this is one of 3.
Yeah.
So maybe the Bourbon Junkies had a different.
No, it was this one that they had.
Was it? It was?
Yeah. Okay. So the other release, I think, is like correct me if I'm wrong. Comment. You could correct us if we're wrong. Like the Founders. That was like a $300 bottle.
Okay.
But the other 2 are under $100. This is being one of them.
Okay. So let us know what you think. You think if you tried it before, you think this is whiskey of the year candidate, let us know. We're very curious to see if you guys get a chance to try the Estate Collection. But that is our Penelope Estate Bourbon Bums review, presented by Greene Valley Wine Spirits, 344 Commons Drive, Bolingbrook, Illinois. Tell them the Bump sent you. Stop in for some great bourbon selection that they got there. And we'll be back very soon with another review.
Salute.
Cheers.